Oh, say yo, everyone. How y'all doing today? I am Crow, your entertainer for this broadcast, and welcome to my Community Mod Showcase. And it looks like I am being buffered for some reason. Well, what is this Community Mod Showcase? This is where I showcase off various mods throughout the entire modding community, not just Cyberpunk. It just happens to be Cyberpunk is where one of my current obsessions right now, but where I showcase off various mods and show you how to manually install them. And it would seem my avatar is not doing so well right now. There we go. As I was saying, this series is about me showing you how to manually install a mod and how to fixing any bugs you may be having with your load order, the install process, and just generally seeing if the mod is currently working with the current version of the game that is currently out on platforms like Steam and GOG. But for today, I'm not showing you how to install anything. Why is that? Because we're continuing on from a previous showcase of a... let's bring that up. Let's see if I actually got it. No, I do not have it. Give me a minute here, folks. No, yeah, here. Let's just bring this up. From the previous streams, a DocWorks Ultimate Pack, a vast collection of unique vehicles. I cut yesterday the previous mod showcase short because we were coming up on 2 hours, and I didn't feel like going over. My voice was starting to hurt. Y'all know how it is sometimes. But I showed y'all how to install that. So go to the previous stream, go to part 1 of the part 1, and I show you how to manually install that along with, oops, I'm on the post section, along with the these mods here that it requires. Actually, it just requires these here, but I also show you how to install Virtual Car Dealer, which is a better use. Well, it's just a better way to get cars in game than coming down and constantly having to copy, paste, and insert each line of code for each car into the game. But we're going to continue on with our showcase of the cars that are in the game. So, I am going to launch a Steam, since that is what I'm using to mod the game with. Well, showcase with. So let's do this. So launching. I know it's rather short and simple and getting all that out of the way. Just click on launch. So, chat, how y'all doing today? I don't know if this is going to be short stream or whatever. I may actually go through all the cars again, seeing as we have like 2 hours now. Yeah, that actually sounds like a good idea. Give them a good old test. See how durable they are and everything. Let's see. Is everything going to come through all right? Okay. Streamlabs says there's sound. Some of y'all wondering why I don't skip like this little intro section here. I do skip the intro video, but that little warning section, I want the warning up. So let's just load this up. Nocturne, no, let's We need like a real early one. Like a very early one. The Ripper Doc, the Beast in Me, Pay, the Pickup, the Heist, Ghost Town. Playing for Time. That's a pretty good one.
Hello. I'm Arif Iqbal, and you're watching WNS News. New details have emerged on the attempted abduction of Hanako Arasaka at the Arasaka...
Yeah, let's not spoil it for y'all. Okay, I was fearing I didn't have any clothing on. Just take that off. So, to get the vehicles, just come up to your computer and go to Car Dealer if you have Car Dealer installed. And apparently I cannot purchase these because we are just starting out. And going over to stats, our street cred is 4. It doesn't matter what our level is, it's our street cred, our street credit. Or you could think of it as social credit, but it's more of our street cred. The Overlander requires 21 street cred. The DeLorean requires 20 street cred. The Outlaw GTS Continental requires 15. The Micro 15. Why am I getting the Caliburn? Requires 20. The Nara 19. The Outrun 18. The Nazare 17. The Arcadia 40. The Phoenix a 26. So if you're just starting out, you're not going to be able to get these unless you do some manipulation of the game, or if you do like I do, just go bring up the... You should already have Cyber Engine tweaks installed. Whoops, didn't want to bring that up. I want to bring up the browser and come down here and just select the code, copy, hop back in game. Console should be up. If not, click on console. Click on here, down here at this bottom bar. Shift, hold on down shift and tap insert. The code will appear and hit enter on your keyboard. And it should put the car right into your call log. And keep the Cyber Engine tweaks up. You don't actually have to do alt... Well, actually, you may have to do alt tab if you don't have a dual monitor setup like I do. So you actually may have to do an alt tab. But I'm not going to because I don't need to. So just do that. Bring this up for the rows. I still think it should be Rosa instead of just rows. Have the ROSA just for that Spanish flair. But I one of my favorite languages is Spanish. Brazilian Spanish and Mexican Spanish. Not actually Spaniard Spanish. So did that. That's the Rosa. That's the Rose. The Rosa. I think Spanish is just one of the most fiery and passionate languages there are. Screw French. French, every time I hear it, it just sounds like something I'd be talking about, saying as I'm thrown up into a toilet. No offense to you, French. French just hurts my ears to listen to. Shift, insert, enter. Nope. I'm gonna come down here. Now the outrun. Copy. Do this. Yeah, as I say, it's a lot easier to get it through the virtual car dealer than doing it line by line here, especially if you're alt tabbing. Get the DeLorean. Come back into the game. Shift enter. Come back here. Shift, enter, shift, insert, then enter. Keep on scrolling, keep on scrolling. Yeah, this is a pain. Unless you just want one specific car and don't have plans on having an entire fleet. And another good idea, Doc, if you're watching this, is having a way, codes, to get rid of these cars from your fleet. Because there is a way of actually getting rid of these. And I will show you how to in a moment. Oops, that's mod organizer. But I will show you how to get rid of these cars if you no longer want them in your fleet. Or any car if you don't want them in your fleet. As long as you have the car dealer in the virtual car dealer installed. And this is the last one. So, we have all the cars installed, correct? How do we get rid of one if we don't want it? So, that last one was the Nara. So, let's go to the car dealer and go down to sell. As you can see, if there just happens to be a car you no longer want and you need the money, just hit sell. Come back over, sell. It's no longer in your in your vehicle summon list. And to get it back, all you really have to do is purchase it again. But for us, we can't. We actually have the Arcadia. Yes, we have the Arcadia. And we actually get money for it. Yeah, Taka.
Hope it's
Oh,
not a bad
you.
time. Some news trickled down the Ripper grapevine. Thought it might interest you.
Cut the foreplay, Vix. Bill.
Well, some implant soft updates just hit the streets. Completely fresh batch. Useful as hell, Ripper say. Dropped a dime to you first, because, well, I'm rooting for you, kid. I'd love to see you get ahead of the pack.
We learned of Mayor Ryan's
What's in the badge?
You know, system streamlining, new subroutines, expanded user settings. You'll need to see.
implant failure.
Hot tip. Thanks, Vic. Now, how might one nab this Wonder update?
From just about every Ripper dock in town, actually. So, not that much wonder at all, I'm afraid.
Oh, you can hook me up too.
Sure
Nice.
thing. Swing by any time.
You can usually get some free cars here in the your parking garage, which goes great. And I may do showcase this mod in the near future with what's a there's another car mod I actually like to use, which was recently updated. Oh, Claim Vehicle. Yeah, I believe that's the name of it. Claim Vehicle. So let's do an entire review of these today. I only showed off like the Outrun, DeLorean, the Outlander, and the Mini yesterday, but I don't think I gave them a fair chance because it was all in a haboom, a sandstorm. So let's do the Outrun. And of course, the game logic. Let's take this place to where we can appreciate it. Pacific Dreams? No. Where is a good clear up over here? Let's just take a drive to Cassius. Just listen to that. Nice responsive braking right there. Other cars I've used have a slipped and slid everywhere else, so good tire grip. But this is based on the Porsche, and keep in mind, I have no other car modification mod installed, as in car tuning mod. Okay. Can we slip by? Small enough to slip by tight traffic. Okay, I'm kind of liking the beat and the triangle. Big old Porsche there is kind of blocking the rest of my view, but hey, what can I say? Some cars are actually like that. So here is the 911 Porsche from a DocWorks. Pop the hood, and it's actually it does not contain the engine, which it's a European car. What do you expect? So we got our basketball. Look, you got to do something on the road besides reading magazines. You got your, probably that back there is, you've either got coolant or a windshield wiper fluid, one or the other. Or this more looks like the American version of the bottled oil. So you have got your fire starting material. You probably have a few days old pizza, which is okay. Keep it under here, it'll keep it warm in this California sun. You've got your sleeping bag, so you're basically ready for a cruise. Actually, should have some sort of weapon back there. Like, just right back in here. Right back in here. Just tucked away. Not just back there. I guess that right there is the windshield wiper, fluid reservoir. You got your, spring shocks right here. Your shocks. For your front tires. Got a little decal right here as well. Right in here. It'd be great if there was some sort of like little light that popped up when you open this up on the hood. Yeah, and I kind of like how it's been cut out right here. Previously I noticed there's a little like light indicator right here. Just to cyberpunk it up. You got some more decals. Going down. You got turn indicators. You got your your cyberpunk stuff. Probably this right here is your road sensor for when it self-drives. You probably got like a jack port right here. Like you normally see when you put in your personal link to help diagnose the body. What is this, kind of like a model, or is this like your front tags? You got your headlights, which probably a B to restore. You got the standard insignia. Yeah, Bartmos. Archer tires. I was gonna say, don't get too close or things may start disappearing. But hey, what you gonna do? Mama Wells just contacted us. And as you can see, it's kind of got a rather big rear end compared to the front, but I believe that's the way this model kind of is. So Of course, right up there's that just big old Porsche label, which I kind of complain about. But then again, I personally like big windscreens on my car. I don't like to be squinting and have my field of vision limited. That's why I generally, this is not my daily driver. Oh, can't really see this too well. Hydrosubsidium, is that like the brand of shocks it uses? Back here, we actually have the handcrafted by DocWorks Automotive, which, yes, it actually is. You have a DocWorks a logo tag. You have the turbo, and you have Porsche down here. And you've got basically the caution hot, don't stick your hand underneath. Stand clear. Caution. I guess that's like caution lights. You got your wrap around a braking light and the big old braking bar right here. And when we pop the trunk, hey, we got the engine back here. Wish I could zoom in further, but right now on this character, I can't get any better optics. So what it looks like, it says caution, hot surface. So this must be the radiator. This must be the radiator. Because that's about the only... That would be the reason why it would be hot. This is the air filter. Which, why would the air filter be so exposed like that and not have some sort of metal, some sort of cap over it? So yeah, this big old thing right up here is the radiator. We've got the flywheel right here, it looks like. And I'm going to say this is the battery. It just looks like a battery to me. This is more computer. All this over here kind of looks like computer. This is probably either brake fluid or motor oil. Question is, where do you put the actual motor oil into and check it? I'm not really... Is that where? I thought I saw the dippy stick. Or the oil dip. But... Anyways, you actually got a... got your standard safety labels and everything. I'm kind of curious if any of this has a light to it when you pop the trunk for at night. You still got some decals up through here. And of course, you got your racing, which doesn't disappear, oddly enough. DT, manually raise and lower yourself to get what? To get FM AM radio. And depending on high and low you put it, it would determine basically what channels you got and the strength. Performance tires at that, huh? Cool. Not just any old tires performance. In the back, it would appear we have optical gear. Looks like we got a crate. Some sort of backpack. B's got their signature baseball. Look, still got a pizza. Yes, we are actually hovering on this thing because this is the way the actual Porsche is. The other Porsche is. And yes, we're barefoot. What is that? What's this right here? It's... Is that a checkerboard? No, that's not a checkerboard. That's like a take and go bag. And that What's that right there? Is that a Nicola can? Yeah. Well, anyways, let's go test this out on the road, shall we? We've did it once over. Actually, let's get in the sun a bit. And just, let's look around here a bit. Let's see, it looks like we have an... I need better lighting. Noon, you're not helping. Looks like we got some sort of GPS right here. Maybe like a radio down on the bottom. Analog speedometer and all. Yeah, I can see myself cruising in this. Even with the, dude, it's actually got... well, there goes the windshield. Took my eyes off the, to look around. Oh, and up here on the mirror, we actually got our RPM, like the gear shift. So it's not actually a mirror, so to speak, but a, just another way to keep track of speed and everything. Yeah. No, this is actually the radio. Cool. Give me a minute, folks. There we go. That was very much annoying me. So we got the radio right here. What happens if we, say, go to growl? Dude, it actually changes with us. So we're on 89 point growl. Now let's switch to a higher number to say principles. Yeah, the radio actually changes. Good going. And we lost the door. That's going to affect things. So I'm going to resummon the vehicle. We've got a jack-in slot right there for maybe diagnostics. See where I'm trying to move down at towards the lower bottom at the screen. No, let's do it back to growl. Put that thing away. We've got analog as speedometer. Fuel levels. Park, drive. Adios, muchachos! Oh, I thought I was going to hit them. And apparently this has seatbelts. Actually, these chairs look kind of comfy. As we can see from the back. Thing is, I can't see, like, the spoiler from back here. I just noticed that. I can't see the spoiler. Put that thing away. Not bad when I start getting into the jiggly physics. You know how you start as kind of panicking on keyboard? Now let's go to the Badlands. Sunset Motel, like I always do. Nope, there's other ways to get there than from there. Opposed to you. Gotta hand it to CDPR for Growl. Got a lot of songs on it I would actually listen to. Though I would not naturally listen to because I would not know they're there. The steering's a little wonky, in my opinion. Especially at the speed we're going at. Stiff, at what I'm trying to say. For keyboard, at least. But I'm... Hey, Wakako.
It's been a long time.
Wakako Okada, the Lady of Westbrook Estate.
When you find a moment, come see me. We must settle our accounts for Sandra Dorset. You did quite well. You and that friend of yours. Until then.
Yeah, it feels a little stiff, the steering, but... Hey, let's take the new highway. Hey, Padre!
Already? Sure got that ear to the ground.
Yeah, very stiff.
Anyway, you need something. You know where to find me.
Hey, Capitan! Captain!
Work together, only right to say hello. They call me El Capitan, and they call you me.
See, no introductions necessary. Already took care of that.
Someone comes to me with beers, I take care of it. I eat, sleep, and breathe biz. Remember that.
Aye, aye, Captain.
While we're at it, you need fresh wheels, bikes? I got it all. Real good prices. So hit me up anytime, you hear?
Aye, aye, Capitan! Yeah, everybody's just after V today. Yeah, this feels a bit choppy when I'm trying to turn, because it just wants to rebound back. Ah! Wasn't paying attention. He's probably dead. I gotta say, this car's holding up well. Probably rear-wheel driven as well, considering how much... Got quite a bit forward. In Forza terms, rear-wheel driven, a lot of grip. But it's been a while since I played Forza and really tuned any cars in that game, so... Hey, Dakota.
My name is Dakota Smith. If you're looking for jobs out here, you will find them with me.
Thanks for the intel.
Things flow differently out here. Keep your head on, city kid.
Now, how did it hold up? Not bad. Headlights held up rather well, considering. The front hood has been popped. Front glass is shattered, but that's usually the first to go. Scratches everywhere, but not bad, not bad. And now, the DeLorean. Hey, and it arrived here without a dropping from the sky. Yippee! So the DeLorean, one of my favorites in this so far. And yes, it's a little bit larger than a normal DeLorean, but as the mod author said, they did that because of the wing mechanism. And if they have to redo that, it's not worth it. So the front, you've got DocWorks right up here. What is that, DMC? You've got DocWorks Automotive for the license plate, with it ticking around, which probably serves as the actual license plate. Actually, you could probably hide a lot of information just in this itself that only people with scanners have, such as the cops. You've got your light indicators, you've got your headlights. Pop the trunk, and oh, it opens that way, huh? And in it, ta-da! It's actually the engines in the back. You probably still got your windshield wiper fluid right here, which makes sense. You've got your optical camo, a laundry basket, tactical at that, which is very important. So you could just put anything you want in it, and it just disappears. Doc's moving their optical camo tech to that as well, huh? You've got your suitcases just packed up and ready to go. And it looks like it's got stickers. In the laundry basket, you got your basketball, which, hey, why not? Corpo life path shows us it's also a deadly weapon. And is that that's got, in the blue, that has to be a headlamp fluid. Up front, that is probably the self-driving sensor and the digital broadcasting software. And all along, advanced radial, huh? Still arch. And we've got the traditional we've got the DeLorean right here. We've got the traditional DeLorean rear end. We've got the Legend Series logo right here. And on the side, we actually still got the Legend Series right here. I overlooked this. Kind of got like the gill sight right here. The little gill fin things. Kind of got running lights. Still got the traditional DeLorean exhaust. And on the side, we still got the Legends decap, the Legends insignia. Some of y'all may not even know what this is, but this is actually key where you put your keys to unlock the car. When cars still had actual keys you had to use to unlock and start instead of the push button wireless technology, where it just automatically knew you were close by. Actually, did I check down below? Actually, I would have expected the that up there, the digital stuff, the runner, the self-guided stuff to be down here. But I guess this is more to keep with the aesthetic than it is to a. But is that actually digital? No, that actually more looks like glue. As you can see in the back here, doesn't really show anything. This more looks like storage space. But pop the trunk. Of course, we can't really get all that close to it. But as you can see, we have the engine, which has been really beefed up. I could probably work on this myself, but some of this, not so much, because it's integrated with computers and everything. But for the most part, I myself could work on this. Let's see, we've got the air intake that's right in here. We've got the pistons that's right in here. Is this a V4? Is this a V6 or a V8? Is this floating? This feels like it's floating. Yeah, that's definitely floating. The where you pour in the oil is floating. This feels like it's floating too. And you can see through that section as well, right in through here. I know you're not really supposed to notice all this, but this is a review, and I can see through the tail light, basically through this section right through here, through the bumper. Come on, I want to jump up. Come on. Ah, dang nabbit, I was hoping to get a better look. So yeah, the oil cap's floating. Over here it's floating like a lot. None of this is attached anywhere. Where's the radiator? Okay, there's the radiator. I would actually bump that up. Instead of being all the way down here, bump it up to here. Cause... yeah, all this is floating. So, that's the engine. But yeah, if not for the floating bits, I could actually work on this. Now, getting in, the butterfly wings actually work. Now to have a look around, and then in the back, it would I would almost say it appears for the back there, we do not have a window separating the back from the back, you know, from the engine from here, but it actually looks like we do. Put that thing away. Between the seats and the chair, we have a boombox, which is really pumping out. Which I would actually link toward, if possible, have the lights and all, at least on the speakers, linked towards our radio. Which... would actually be linked to. Yes, that's an iPod. That's an MP3 player. I don't know if it's an iPod, but I recognize it as this as an MP3 player. Okay, we have our radio right here. Here is information station. Basically got a tags and everything. Put that thing away. Put that thing away. That white down there looks unfinished. You know, at the door to the floor, that just looks unfinished. That should be more gray aluminum. In the passenger seat, we have a Cyberdeck and a Sports Illustrated. Oh, fudge the... Every time this one comes on, it reminds me of Edge Runners. We have a weapon in the console of the DeLorean, which is just reach in and grab if we need it. This does, I don't know if this is an automatic or a stick shift, so I can't tell because of the, I can't see the clutch or the brakes or anything. Still, analog, speedometer and everything. Can't tell if we're full on a Chew 2 or not. Over here on the left, we've got our emergency. We've got our lights and everything. Looks like more console stuff in the middle console, and up here we've got more bips and bobs. And we've actually got a mirror here, which may or may not work. And this right here, this what used to be referred to as a cigarette window. If you have extra vehicle controls, I believe that's the name of the mod that allows you to roll up and roll down the windows of a vehicle. This right up in here will actually work. It will not affect this, but this right up in here will roll up and down. See if we do this. Well, it will roll up and down, so... Anyways, what do you say we get going? And... drive to... over here. I will say this, I am biased towards this, towards the DeLorean, both in real life and in this game, because the DeLorean is one of my favorite vehicles. Not one of my favorite cars, not because of Back to the Future. Those are kind of a crappy movie. I just like it for its retro-futuristic looks. And in the game, it's a rather decent car that handles rather well. No, let's just listen to the engine. And that I can drive in first person. The steering is not as stiff like it was with the Porsche. It's just nice, smooth, responsive. Brake is a little slow, but that's if you're going at high speeds. There's really no pickup, you know, like a noticeable visual acceleration, like where the front end really picks up and your line of sight is obscured when you accelerate, like you're thrown back into your seat. I kind of have an idea where the end of the nose of this thing's at, so that's a plus. Let's see if I can dodge through traffic. Sometimes the steering is a little too slick. Hey, Dino.
You don't know me, but you will. Name's Dino. Deal with downtown, city center.
V.
Yeah, I know. Heard about you. Odd stuff. Need anything, you call me. Remember, Dino knows everybody.
Got caught in the afternoon light, so this may be a little bit tricky. But I can see where I'm going. Dash isn't obscuring my view. Really, nothing really is except for on the right, and I'm kind of used to that. He had insurance. And yes, the front and the windows are actually slightly tinted purple. So that adds an extra cool factor. Ooh, but the daylight's waning, so let's bring out... You know what? We've already done those two, so let's bring out the Arcadia. Which is strangely stuck in traffic. Well, you don't gotta get that excited. It says, my turn, my turn, my turn. From what I remember, this thing's really gotten a height boost. And automatically I notice, where's... Of course, I'm gonna get ran over. Automatically I notice, where's the drivetrain? I'm gonna get ran over here. Where is the thing holding these wheels on to the rear here? Where is the rear axle or the rear clamp that's holding these rear wheels on to here? We've got an axle back here. Let's just move this. That was weird.
I'll do anything.
Of course it's... So we literally climb out on top. As I was saying, first major critique I see is there is nothing holding the wheels to the axle. There is this right in here, which I would expect to be the drive motor for the wheel. But there's nothing holding the drive motor onto the car. And of course we're all dinged up. Oh well. Just adds to the aesthetic of the car. It was already dingy and dirty. So, the Arcadia. The original car, which is still actually on Nexus, by the way. It's just probably not going to get another update. The front of it, it really has been lifted since the original version. Because the original was like, at least down to like right here, if not lower. I can now see the shocks. What happens when we open the hood? Didn't apply the new technology to this basket I see, Doc. What we've looks like got windshield wiper spray, some windshield wiper fluid or whatever. Not a backpack, but a camping supplies. It looks like we have already been outfitted with weaponry. Okay. We're ready for the Badlands. It's a Mark 4, Mark 5, Mark V. We've got our crystal dome technology on. Possible mini rocket launchers. Don't know, haven't tested this thing yet. In the front, I'm not seeing any self-driving technology. That actually may be it, but that also may be a camera for the crystal dome technology. Again, I pointed this out. There's nothing connecting the wheels and their drive motor to the car itself. The wheels are just there. We've got like 2 spoilers here. Is that chaff? Is that electronic chaff? You can't get close to the rear to deposit your stuff into, which sucks. That really sucks. So this is not going to be your daily driver, I don't think. This is like Badlands or if or the death races with a Claire. You can see Xeris right there on the top spoiler. And we can actually just walk right up to this. But this is as far as I can get to the back of this. Without climbing over and doing this. I opened the back and this slid open. Which is weird. Close that and that does that. So to access your stash, you actually have to literally climb on the car. And I can't get anywhere else, so I'm going to have to literally climb on nothing, which this doesn't make any sense. If they just based it around a normal VTEC, I don't think this would have been a problem. Okay, still micro rockets, which would be great if figure out how to deploy and redeploy. If they were all down automatically, because we haven't deployed the weapon systems yet. I don't know what this is, more kibble, more greeble. We've got our light system up there. Jumping on top of the car. Okay, I'm thinking this is armor of some sort. This doesn't feel centrally positioned myself, but that's just me being me. We've got more cloaking technology. This right here. Dude, DocWorks is really working on that cloaking technology. Oh, let's get in. New queen of tuners. Yep. Doc right there. Hey, you could actually see a little bit of the back outwards now. Out back where in the original one you couldn't. Hey, we get a plushie! We get a plushie bear! Sweet, we got a co-pilot. So in here it's very techno. So over there we've got Breeble. We've got a coffee, which is great. We looks like got a stick for our weapons, which I would say those need to be. We've got our weapons. Okay, those are up. Those actually, if there's a way to animate these to go down to to disengage when we don't have our weapons up. That'd be great. Actually, settings, controls, F1, cancel. No, key bindings. Vehicle, turn left, cycle camera. I can't seem to cycle the camera for some reason. At least not in these. But yeah, we've got more switches that I probably shouldn't be touching. We've got a pistol, which I think it's just a stand-in pistol down there at the bottom of the screen. Be good if it was a Unity. Out to the Badlands. Well, acceleration feels smooth. Turning feels real smooth. I feel real high up off the ground. Oh, and it looks like we got a bottle of water sitting right there. And we don't lose speed all that much either. Ah! Be afraid, be very afraid. Yeah, right now I'm just a little annoyed that my forward weaponry is deployed when I do not have the weapon systems activated. Right now, that's the really only thing really bugging me. But at least I know where the nose of this thing is. Half the time I usually have to guess with the VTEX. And we're easily doing 90, according to the digital speedometer down there on the dash. Brakes real good.
The nerve.
Thought I could cut it closer, but the turning, that one didn't really do it. Let's see how fast we can get it through here. Already 2. Not bad, up to 2 and already... Almost sounds like we got a super jet in this thing. Not good at a real, making those real corners at speeds over 100. But you're doing 100 in what, something that weighs several tons? What's its top speed? As you can see, I'm tapping slightly, and it's barely moving over. 269, it seems. Now, weapon systems on. Reloading. Woohoo! How does this handle cross country? Yo, Jooms! Bye, Jooms! This handles a lot better than the Overlander. Have I lost the door? No, I have not. Let's go out here to the more, woohoo! After this, we'll see how badly it's torn up. Well, it's not smoking, that's for dang sure, and most of the cars would be smoking by the time by doing that. So the front bumper's messed up. Did we lose any parts? I'm not seeing anything. This is one tough cookie. I would actually recommend taking this to the death races with a Claire. Especially since it has its own set of weaponry. And since night's falling, the it's extra oh. Also it lost its high beams up there. Must have been in one of the rollovers. That it rolled right back onto its wheels too, so kudos to that one. So the rose, the quartz rose. So this one, interesting. Heads up. Okay, so put that thing away. Okay, we've got more labels and all. Do not peel. Right there is probably the self-guiding AI stuff below the windscreen. What's under the hood? Okay, this is before the invention of the tactical stealth a laundry basket. You got your tow hitches. Okay, you got your tow. Always important. Can't really tell what brand of tires these are. Up here, it looks like we kind of got we got Thornton high beam floodlights, and cool, the side dome light things up. Down here we have tail lights. We've got the side exhaust. It looks like that comes out. No, this more looks like the fuel tank. This more looks like the fuel tank, in my opinion, than an exhaust. Why would you put the exhaust into the fuel tank? Huh. You get your brakes, and braking lights, and all those other good stuff. Open up the back. Here we go. What is that? That's the carburetor with the filter in it. Yeah, typical. I could probably work on this with a little tinkering around. Yeah, air in, air comes up and around into the engine. I would assume, yeah, right in here is the radiator. Because the radiator cap's right there. But how do you get to the radiator cap?
Watch it, asshole.
You're the one coming up and grabbing my rear end. Yeah, got a question. How do you get to the radiator cap? Do you take this entire piece out right here? Is this entire piece removable? And still, where do you change the oil at? Where's the pull tab for the checking the oil level? Because I'm not seeing it sticking out anywhere here. Because right there's the oil. But I'm not seeing the pull tab where you... For the thing where you check the oil with. The dippy oil. And as you can see... From the inside. Just going around. Got the roof light thing, sunlight thing cracked. Let some air in. Let's open up from this side. Definitely lived in. Dung dung. Here we got a backpack. We got bucket slice. We've got a fire starting materials down there on the floor. Looks like we got an agent stuck to the dash. Agents are Cyberpunk's version of smartphones, but they're more advanced. Looks got like I would say a tablet, but put that thing away. Windows do roll down. We've got ourselves a console. We've got data streaming. We've got the typical quartz info right here. Kind of got ourselves Mutant Ride. Yeah. And we've got stuff up here. Oh. And right here, this right in here is indicating if we have our lights on or not. Well, let's turn our lights on. I would actually figure this would illuminate as well if we have our lights on. But apparently it does not. So, let's drive over to the dock. As we have been. That's got a wide drift to it. This thing gets us up to speed easily. Already pushing 100. So I'm starting to think all these are basically good old roasters. Not bad horn. Even traffic's doing at least 80, if not 90. There's right, well, okay, 70 maybe. There. Well, there went the windscreen.
All units in Santo Domingo, a crime has been reported.
Well, let's see how good we are at evading things.
For coordinates.
It's not good at those power drifts. Not very durable at head-ons either. Just gotta stay right in here.
In the area, order has been restored. All units instructed to return to patrol.
Not worrying about that. I'm going to call it again. It's not as durable as the Arcadia. Oh, scusi. Yeah. I think I just destroyed the headlights. No, the headlights are on. So, nice good old orange, yellow-orange headlights. Reach pretty far, too, for this little thing. Dang nabbit, I thought that was alright. Oh wait, I'm going to Takamura. Ah! Just in that little one, it got beat up a bit. Well, that's the Rose. I like to call it the Rosa, but that's just me. So, the Makura, the Type 990R. And it only has one wheel that's lit up. Let's move this to somewhere that's brighter. Like, say... We're somewhere brighter around here. City center. Let's come down here. Automatically, I notice clear windscreen. Actually, right in here will do. Actually, just right over here will do. So, this is the Makure, which I automatically everything. Yeah, I'm getting buffered. So, we've got a power generator attached directly to the wheel. Very sci-fi. I like it. We've got some flashing bits. Actually, this kind of reminds me of a jack-in a shard slot where you could just slot something in. So does this right here. You've kind of got like a roll cage, which I would actually like to see taken off. For, you know, like you've got your city version, and then you've got your touring version. You know, you've got like your Badlands version, which would have this roll cage on, and then you have your city sports version, which would have this off, but while still keeping these bags, which are great for for carrying around your stuff. And of course, you've even got the the quad pipes. That's cool. And of course, you've got your NC license plate and tags. Okay, and you got your engine in here, which is probably this entire frame if they were doing it correctly. Did that just pop? Yeah, okay, I'm thinking like, what? Because this is so thin, it looked like it popped. Oh yeah, the front end of it is kind of popping when you if you notice on the upper top of the screen, it like the nose just pops in. Yeah, oh well. Even the front end looks to be powered by itself. You've got like a power generator here that turns the wheel itself while in motion. That's kind of cool. Instead of it just relying on its rear wheel, it's all-wheel drive. For the nose, it's not just flat. It's got kind of like for the headlight, it's got like an actual headlight dome on it. And for the flaring here, oops, sorry. Right here, right in here, and right in here, right in here. It's just not a round circle like in other arches. It's kind of flared out like a lynx chin tufts. Ooh, and we can actually have a look to see what's... Yeah, and they actually modeled the brake mechanism that goes down into it on the left side. So the left actually controls the front brake and the right controls the rear. That's good to know. And this is the Infinity version. As you can see right there, Infinity. This is Arch Nazare Infinity. Does that say it on the other side too? Infinity or double O? Yeah, this doesn't say the Makure. Or Makara. And we basically have the power plant right here. More roll cage, which I myself am not a fan of. I would like to see like another version, like a sports version of there not being a roll cage, because that just takes away from the beauty of this kind of bike, of just having this cage around it. Like, if you're gonna have a cage, I would have this on the inside. This is like having rib cages exposed. If you want to think about it this way, this is like having exposed rib cages, which just does not work, in my opinion, for something this sleek, this stylish, this beautiful, and then having this kind of a ugly industrial just slapped right onto it. Yes, it's kind of DocWorks' signature thing to have something like this on something this gorgeous, but it doesn't feel like it should be there. If I was like ordering this, I would have this cage taken off myself. So, getting on. Can't really look down. I feel they did a little something else to the like the gas engine top here, but I can't place my finger on what, because I don't ride this type of bike that much. I usually ride Kusanagis. But the digital interface feels a little bit more simplified. And immediately I can tell the windscreen has been made clear from all the other arches. So we're actually going to go over here. Pretty good distance for the headlights. Nope, just turn that off. Just listen to her purr. But remember, this is just one of 3 colors that I'm using. I wasn't able to get the other colors in because the code wasn't given. I just got this color because this is what the game spawned in for me, because that was the code that was given.
Cuidado! Watch out!
And I'm already noticing there is like some sort of line through the windscreen there. You notice it, like right in through, just right in through here. So I don't know what's up with that. So from here, from the dock to the Badlands, like I've been doing. And I'm pretty good on the motorcycle. Got a nice good old purr, a nice good old growl. Already doing 90. Nice flick that rear end out. Got a good get up. Got a... Easily recovered from that. Good braking, good recovery. Yeah, don't care. Normally I would have been thrown.
Leave me alone.
You're in a gang. Okay, which gang? This is important. Maelstrom, Tiger Claws, okay. If you're in a little, Shinchi, Sailor Moon, Sailor Moon one, no thank you. Sailor Moon Poser Gang, no. If you're more of a Sailor Scouts, no. If you're a Power Ranger ones, then I'm going to start questioning why. Wrong way. I had to hightail it to the Badlands so many times. Okay, it sounds like we're doing the top. Can we get it to 150? 150! One fifty, 150, 150, 150. Ah! No, it looks like one, but I'm surprised not to see its actual name on there, or DocWorks on here, which is weird. Unless it's Ziocho. Unless, well, we've scuffed it up a bit. That's about it. Half the time when I make that run, my Kusanagi doesn't survive. Yeah, the power, like the generator that turns the wheels, just right here. Yeah, and right here's a good look of right there's, I believe, where you put the Chew 2, the and there's basically kind of your info screen where you kind of like right there's where you put the key. Or is that up there where you put the key? I'm not for sure. Yeah, but no, air intake's up here. Okay, so okay. Well, that's the bike. Now for the Continental. It's already rip, raring to go. Now, I've got a thing for the Outlaw. It's sleek. It's, if I had to choose between the luxury cars, it would be the Outlaw. So, apparently the stash is in the front. I really like the wheels, what they did here. They even got the performance brakes and all on. The performance wheels. I think this is the gas canister where you put the chew in. Still performance back here, which is good. Nothing's really standing out, which it should. Nothing really should stand out. Unless... Got a question. How are the wheels connected to the rest of the body here? The rims are not connected to the braking mechanism or the axle here. So, how are they connected? I'm just asking for a friend, but... See this right here? They're not connected. Normal wheels would have the rim here directly connected to this. And usually with a bolting mechanism, some sort of bolting mechanism, either through here or around here directly onto this. Or through another, like a washer plate that's connected directly on here, they connect to, which connects directly onto the braking mechanism. Which begs the question... Kind of like this right here, from what I can tell. They're like this right here. But back here, it doesn't look like they're that way. The back wheels are just floating. So... yeah, that is what I am seeing right now. I will chalk that up to oversight. Just didn't catch it in quality control. So yeah, the rear wheels are floating. Okay, so... In the rear, none of these crap. Because why would you want to trash something this luxurious? In the hood, none of these crap, because you don't even get the tactical stealth laundry basket with this one. Proprietary technology, no corporals allowed. And in the interior, as you can see, let's do it from the other angle. Actually, let's look at the engine. I cannot work on this because I have no idea where to start. This is something that will take computer, AI, and proprietary technologies to fix. But I still like it. Let's get in. You know, it just occurred to me. This is kind of in the style of the car that Takamura picked you up in. When you found you in the dump. So, from here to the dock. Or is that a Shion? Just a disposable. For lighting, I can't see shit for headlights. Might as well have them turned off. The only good thing they're good for is to illuminate what's in front of me. Nope. I wanted the E. Pretty good at handling on that one. This I would classify as a day driver. You just take this out during the day because the headlights are shit, or you're going to the club somewhere well lit. or you just have the money to spare in accidents. Because this is definitely a corpo car. She's revving up! Oh, and she's actually able to turn at speed. Slow down at speed, too. This is good. Well, can't take a rear end at speed, though. And the damage. Crumpled hood. Doesn't mean anything. Probably crumpled front end. Scratches. Yeah, that thing's going to need some body work. And we have one more to go.
God.
We have the Riptide Phoenix. Let's get you out of the street. So we can have a look at you. And there's the disappearing spoilers. There's the where you could just put your groceries or your Overwatch, your disassembled Overwatch. Oddly enough, the Riptide is also one of my favorites. Archer tires, or at least in the front. In the rear, it looks like this car has been tuned up quite a bit to go off-roading, so we may do some off-roading. Looks like it's been connected. The tire seems to be off and towards the back of the actual the axle mechanism. So that's my critique. Hey, pretty cool ride I got here, huh? Yeah, and this one seems to be a bit...
Huh?
This one seems to be down on the axle mechanism from what I can see here. So... on the rim. So some fine-tuning still needs to be done. But that's just because it's dark. Let's get in. Automatically, I noticed there's a roll cage in the cockpit. I'm noticing some Zed fighting here, so that means some glitches. Whoa, that's automatically room. I can't really give you a showcase of the interior because there is no interior lighting. Can I roll up to... No, I really can't give you a good look at the interior right now. Sorry, so this is going to have to be the usual zoom from there to here and under whatever. So, or just see how much you can not crash. Well, automatically, I don't know how fast I'm going. A little wily on the steering wheel when I try to use the handbrake. You're the one that went out in front of me.
Attention, we got disturbance in Haywood.
Kids causing trouble again? Okay, on our way.
Ah, fudge it.
Suspect's vehicle has been located. Details have been sent.
They T-boned me. And I don't feel like steak right now. I feel more like rushing to the Badlands. Reenacting War in the Badlands right now. And of course they're constantly pelting this car, so... Rather nimble there. They're the ones that did it to me.
All nearby units, suspect is still at large in the area.
Ah, I'm up to 2 stars now. Sweet. Let's see how long this car lasts. Remember, repeated gunfire. Woohoo! Get through that, suckers. And of course, there's one up here.
NCPD!
You're out of your jurisdiction. Well, this car's holding up. Oh no, they got my tires. Oh, fudge. Mech War goes down with the ship. Goes down with the mech. Well, folks, I think I'm going to call it there. That was a pretty good one. The Riptide. The Phoenix really held up to a lot of gunfire. So, I hope y'all got something out of it because final thoughts? Final opinions? Mine? For me, I liked all of them except for the micro. I do not like the micro because I cannot see over the dash. I cannot see where I'm going. Simple as that. They're all fun to drive. They have some little graphical issues. So some of the tires just do not make sense how they're staying on the vehicle. The disappearing stuff when you get too close is a little problem for me, but that's just the way the things are right now. Hopefully it gets fixed in the future. What else? Some of the stuff, such as the Overlander, I could not show on stream, such as the previous stream, because it's definitely not safe for work. So, if you're using this with streaming services like YouTube, Rumble, you definitely cannot show those magazines, and I would advise the mod author to actually take those out and put in the in-game magazines that actually hint at that. You know, like the one you have there, what is it, in the DeLorean, and actually ballsy, instead of using actual real life ones. Because if you put that, unless you notify on the mod page that it contains this stuff, you may actually be causing the person streaming it to get struck, because you just inadvertently did not tell them this mod is not safe for streaming. This mod is not safe for work. It's kind of bad enough that you've got the personal massager there, which, as a guy who may be playing a male, like a bachelor, who may not even have that personal massager there lore-wise for a male V. So I would actually suggest taking out like that adult material myself. I know this is DocWorks and everything, but the way I'm seeing it is these cars are custom order. Except for maybe the stuff, say like the Arcadia, the Phoenix, the personal rides of the staff from DocWorks itself, lore-wise. But for like the Overlander, that stuff just does not need to be in there, because that is not safe for work, and the mod itself does not disclaim there is not safe for work materials within the mod. And by having not safe for work materials in there, you automatically make the mod not safe for work. What else? I myself do suggest downloading this, installing it, and keeping an eye on whenever it's updated to automatically update it. Let's see. This is compatible with this mod is compatible with, let's look it up, shall we? Extra. Yeah, this mod is compatible with the extra vehicle controls. I've used it myself. It allows you to turn the headlights on and off, but it also allows you to control the brightness of the headlights and open and close the windows. The DocWorks Ultimate Pack is compatible with this mod. It is also compatible with any mod that changes the handling and responsiveness and general performance of any vehicle. Meaning, let's see, where is it? No, it's search garage. There is one other one. No, not this one, not this one, not this one. Not the hammer. There is another one I will show you. there is another mod that really ups the performance of these vehicles. No. It's not off-road parts. I cannot get off-road parts to work. It is car modification shop. It is this one right here, which allows you to tweak the performance of your vehicle. I'll probably do this in the near future. This one in the near future, but I don't know when. But a DocWorks Ultimate Pack, Ultimate Mod that I just showcased is compatible with this mod. So, just to let you know. But for the mod itself, it could use some work. Just some graphical work to make it more user-friendly. The Mini's dashboard needs to be reduced for us players that you do first-person driving, or the height of the player of the driver needs to be increased to be able to see over the dashboard. The not safe for work materials in the Overlander and any other car needs to be removed, including the personal massager, because you've already made the mod not safe for work and already excluded the Overlander from being able to basically be used in any stream that's not on the hub. On top of that, people, if you're not going to label that mod not safe for work, you just need to take the Overlander out if you don't want to take out the materials that go along with it. Because automatically, as it stands, this mod is not safe for work with those magazines and that personal massager in the game, unless you toggle it to, if you link it to the nudity sensor. When you turn the nudity sensor off, those magazines and that personal massager disappear with it. Because remember, this game is not just being played by us adults. It's being played by children as well. Probably at least 10 years old, or 10 years young, whichever how you want to say that. And there are some people who are very, very prudish, who want some of these cars, but who will have the nudity sensor on, and it gets rid of a lot of miscellaneous adult material, such as the dancing, such as the personal massagers scattered around, especially in Jig Street. But when they install this mod, we'll still get the personal massager and the adult magazines in the back of that RV. Now, with the other problem I can really think of is the floating wheels not being attached to the various vehicles, which just boggles my mind. How do they work? I know the cloaking technology, nudge, nudge, hint, hint, Doc, but but game-wise, it just does not make any sense to me. That really needs to be fixed. The off-centered wheels on the Phoenix need to be fixed. I couldn't tell you about the inside of the Phoenix. The Arcadia's ability, deployable weapons, really, I would recommend finding a way to make the weapons disappear back into the body and then reappear depending on if the weapons of the system are active or not. Because it doesn't make sense to have the weapons always active when they're really not. Because the NCPD from a lore perspective, are looking for anybody who's displaying a hostile intent, and having your weapons out like that is a hostile intent, and presumably that and the Arcadia has a nomad look to it, so you can imagine what's going to happen. They're not going to even think twice. They're just going to start shooting that car from a lower perspective. In-game perspective, they're not going to do a thing about it. But I would prefer, like, when I put the car's weapons away, the front cannons just go away. The missiles just go away. So it just does not look all that aggressive. Until I decide to activate the car's weapons, and then the weapons will pop out. I don't know if that's doable. Hopefully in the near future it is doable. So, with all that said, I will always keep this in my load order until it's no longer up, except for the Mini. I do not like the Mini because I can't see where I'm going in the Mini because I play first person, because I'm a dedicated first person player with this game, and I cannot drive in first person because I cannot see where I'm going in the Mini when I drive first person. Do I recommend this a mod for y'all? Yes, I do. I recommend downloading. Out of 1 to 10, I say download it. If you actually want more vehicles in your game. Beyond that, I could suggest adding the codes to the description page of the mod page, description section of the mod page to get the different colored bikes, because I was only able to get the one color and not the other colors. Unless it works as with summoning the vehicle, where it's just a random color, and that's just no good. So, with all that, I'm going to say it's the end of the stream, end of the broadcast, folks. Thank y'all for tuning in, and do what you normally do. Like, subscribe, share the video around, or just go up and go make you a cup of tea. I don't care. As long as y'all found this video entertaining, informative, whatever. Until next time, folks, y'all take care. And remember, why enter the arena if you don't have to? Till later, folks. I'll catch you on the bounce. Later.